Washington with Avery Williams and Natron Brooks back to receive for the Falcons. Off we go from Landover. Line drive kick, 6 deep, they'll take a knee. Falcons take over at the 30. The fewest combinations of 11 players on the field at the same time all season, but the quarterback is new. Game 2 for Michael Penix Jr. Stretching it out, Bijan Robinson the carry. A gain of 7, falling forward is the second-year man out of Texas. Penix is the rookie out of Washington, like Robinson, taken 8th overall. 6 years in college football, 4 at Indiana. He tore his ACL there twice. Then 2 years, University of Washington, took the Huskies to the title game last year. Second to Jaden Daniels for the Heisman. The Falcons, just a month after they signed Kirk Cousins to a big contract, surprised so many by taking this man with the number 8 pick. And now here he is, starting, trying to go win-win and in the playoffs. Gain of 7 on first down. First pass, Kadero Hodge on the edge. And he'll have a first down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 8 for Hodge, the 7th-year veteran who's big on special teams. That is 6th catch of the year.
As a bit predictable to start this game, Atlanta very good running the football. Commanders have something to prove in trying to stop the run. So they come out, big run on first down, then they get into defense, says, all right, Michael Penix, prove you can throw the ball. He did.
Good numbers against the Giants in his first start last week down in Atlanta. 45, protected here, and the lefty spits it out to Robinson. Open field, almost got through that hit, but would not get through. And the man who made the hit, Michael Davis, the corner, is slow to get up, and he's over to the sideline. And that's big because Davis is starting for Marshawn Lattimore, who's out tonight, Chris.
Yeah, and this bit of bootleg action right here is going to be part of the key now with Michael Penix. It's really what they did not have with Kirk Cousins coming off the Achilles injury. And so now that sort of new look of this offense, the outside zone, the play action off of it, the boot off of it is what we'll see.
Benjamin St. Juste comes in at corner to replace Davis. They're on their 3rd string, if you will, over there. The Penix throw is in the ground and incomplete on 2nd and 8, trying to get it to Darnell Mooney. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was just a flat-out miss. And here on the sideline, the problems are going to continue now for Washington. Of course, Marshawn Lattimore looked so good last week, re-injured that hamstring, and boy, I tell you, his ability with A.J. Brown, that was a war between those two guys when they played in Philadelphia.
They went and got Lattimore at the deadline from New Orleans, and they have a number 1 corner, they feel, if they can keep him on the field. 3rd and 8 for Penix. Right at the edge of the play clock, off in time. Protected again. Firing, intercepted! Throw it right into the hands of Quan Martin, and the safety takes it inside the 40 to the 37. Back-to-back bad throws, and Washington has it in very good field position.
So here's what happens. They go into this 2-man coverage, so they're going to have help, and Penix is going to think that his guy is going to the corner. He stops, does not. And so that throw ends up going right to the safety on the back end, and that is not how you're wanting to start if you're the Atlanta Falcons with a young quarterback.
Penix was credited with 1 interception last week against the Giants. It was not his fault at all. Kyle Pitts just blew an easy catch, and it bounced into the hands of a Giant. And it's a little bit of what you were just talking about, Chris. Penix is over there saying, I expected this. We got that. Now Jaden Daniels and the Commanders have it in terrific field position. Number 38, here goes the rookie, Olamide Zaccheaus, former Falcon. Zaccheaus gets a dozen and a first down right around the 25-yard line. Jesse Bates, the safety, hit him out.
It's one of the things that I really do appreciate about watching Jaden Daniels play is that he protects his own offensive line by getting the football out early. And then you have guys like Zaccheaus running over and fighting for yards down the field. This is an intense football team, the Commanders.
Perfect work. Gain of a dozen. Brian Robinson runs inside. The running back will get yards. Jaden Daniels, as Chris headlined, what a rookie season. Over 3,000 passing yards, 700 plus rushing yards. Only RG3 here in 2012 and Cam Newton the year before that have done that in their first year. Heisman winner out of LSU. He started his career at Arizona State. Experienced, poised, big plays and big moments like we saw here last week against Philadelphia. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Jeremy McNichols joins in the backfield. Inside throw, caught to the 15-yard line. And a first down for Zacchaeus. Back-to-back grabs for the 60-year man out of Virginia.
So what you're going to see are these backs now game. So now you spread the offense as far and wide as you possibly can and allow those receivers inside a lot more space to operate.
Washington in the red zone. They've been very good of late down here. Brian Robinson Jr. tripped up after the gain of a yard. The veteran Grady Jarrett submarines in there to make the tackle. Robinson has been the guy handling it all. 8 touchdowns this season, all, by the way, coming in the first half. But it is a career high, but a very poor season-low game, second lowest of the season, 24 yards last week.
Yeah, and fumbled a couple times, and other guys got opportunities. I would expect Brian Robinson to come out a little fired up for this one.
The best player on this offense is bottom of the screen. Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver. Zacchaeus joins him. Falcons bringing the heat. Daniels end zone. Incomplete. Going up high for Zach Ertz. The 11th year veteran tight end couldn't bring it down. Third down.
Ouch. That was a perfect throw, unless I saw something different up here. It looked like it went right through the hands of Ertz. Can't do it a whole lot better than that. He doesn't miss many like that. A little high.
D. Alford, the nickel, was the man trying to stay with the tight end. 3rd and 9, a little hand signal from Daniels. Throw it inside, it's caught by Jamison Crowder, but he's shy of the first down as Jesse Bates stops him too short. First decision of the night for Dan Quinn. Not even a move from the kickers. 2 tight ends come in.
Here's where it gets really tough to defend, because now all this read option and RPO stuff comes into play with a mobile quarterback like Jaden Daniels. So many times here, they'll just leave a guy unblocked, fake a handoff to the back, and allow Jaden Daniels to work the edges.
Extra lineman unbalanced to the right. Couple of tight ends to the left. Inside, it is a keeper. It's Daniels throwing. Touchdown, Zacchaeus.
Exactly what I was talking about. Here's the unblocked guy right here. He comes up, and if he takes this back, here we go around the edge with a run pass option on the outside, exactly as they had it drawn up, and that's how they've been beating people all year long.
The threat, the play, the execution, really good. They've gone through a whole bunch of kickers here in Washington. Revitalized the whole place. Zane Gonzalez to kick. Williams and Brooks are back. Brooks will take this 6 deep. Take a knee before Atlanta gets it at the 30. Here is the Washington defense. That is a great addition for the Commanders. Jonathan Allen, former first-round pick, who's been out for the last 9 games with a partially torn pec, back in the lineup. Bijan Robinson runs right up the middle and gains 13 yards for the Falcons to get them back in a positive way.
All right, now here's what this team has to do. They have to start getting these double teams going up front, because this guy is a special runner. Bijan Robinson's going to make some moves tonight that will simply dazzle you.
Everything pales in comparison to Saquon Barkley's season, but he's over 1,200 yards now, Robinson. Penix throws the middle. It is incomplete. A big hit on Kadero Hodge as he came across the middle from a big hitter back at safety, Jeremy Chin.
We're going to come back and talk about this hit by Chin because it was a beauty, perfectly legal, knocked the ball out, but that was a throw from Michael Penix right there. That thing had a tiny little window, and he had to throw a rope out there. So that one's incomplete. But you just kind of mark that one off to the side and go, all right, we got something going here.
Roberts in the back, 5 up front for Washington. Pass complete, first down and more for Kyle Pitts. They need to get his pilot light lit because this is a very talented guy at 6'6", almost 250. The tight end gets a first down.
He's a beast outside. He really is. He was drafted 4th overall, and he has the ability to make these plays. I think a lot of it's on him. He's got to make the decision to be a professional, do whatever it takes to be a pro, and he could be a great one.
23 on that one, play action, now swinging out a little high, bobbled but collected by Robinson, and Bijan will gain just 1 yard. So much happening here, but big part of the story is Kirk Cousins back in this building. This is the "you like that house." Remember Kirk Cousins saying that when he was thriving with the Commanders, then Minnesota, then to Atlanta, was the starter, really hit it, the worst patch of his career, and was finally benched last week's start, this game 2. And now Cousins, and from what everyone in Atlanta has said, and it's no surprise, he has been very supportive and very helpful with the rookie quarterback Penix.
And that wasn't the Kirk Cousins we knew that was playing the last 4 or 5.
Second and 9, that slant is brought in by Pitt short of the first down. We go down to Melissa.
Yeah, Mike, and I talked to Kirk last night. He told me it's now his job to help Michael Penix. He doesn't want to hover or overwhelm him, saying he already has so many voices in his head. After that interception, Kirk was in a group with coaches and Penix, but more speaking to the coaches than the rookie. But at the end of the conversation, he addressed Penix directly, giving him advice on how to bounce back from it, said, let's go. He told me the key is giving Penix confidence, telling him don't doubt yourself, just let it rip.
Great stuff, Melissa. 3rd and 4 here now for the Falcons. Penix out of the pocket, put it up incomplete. He's looking in the direction of Drake London. That's a couple of miscommunications. Atlanta's going to try a field goal.
Something happened with that snap because I was watching Drake London and the ball was snapped and nobody was moving. You could see the receivers outside. They weren't ready for it. The quarterback wasn't ready for it. And now you're just trying to survive, get it out of there, kick the field goal. I said, look, man.
He's on 2.
Dose.
Riley Patterson struggled mightily in warm-ups. This is from 46 yards. Under a hold of Bradley Pinion. A flag down. Offside flag here, which should give them a first down.
Wow.
Because it was 4th and 4.
Offside. Defense number 0 was lined up in the neutral zone. That 5-yard penalty is enough for a first down.
That's Mikey Sainristil, the rookie corner out of Michigan.
Let's take a look. There's no question. Absolutely offsides. You can make an argument there's another one offsides down inside.
Rare mistake from Sainristil, who was a leader in Ann Arbor with the Maize and Blue and has been a leader from the day he walked in here in Washington. 2nd round pick.
How impressive was he when he walked in the room with us?
Super impressive.
You wanted to run him for some office in this town. I'm just telling you, he was sharp.
Keep him from that. We like him, right? 1st and 10 now. Atlanta keeps rolling to the 23. Again, play action with Penix, lofting it out. London's got space. Trying to hurdle Sainristil, who puts him back down, but it's a 1st and goal for the Falcons with the ball touching the 10.
So this is what was not happening with this Atlanta offense. So they do all this outside zone, but you've got to have this play where your quarterback goes this way for all of that to work. Otherwise, everybody just screams over and plays your run. But now, because you have the more mobile Michael Penix, he ran 4.45 coming out of college, right? Have somebody like that on the edge, this is a new offense.
and goal for the Falcons. Robinson looking to work inside off that left side. Nice patient run for 4 to the 6 of the former first-team All-America out of Texas.
The only way I made this many jump cuts back in the day was on a pogo stick. I mean, look at that, 3, 4, that's 4 jumps.
Yeah, it is.
Before he even tried, he doesn't run, he hops.
I love watching him play, don't you?
Oh, he's so good. He's so good.
Raheem Morris, so effusive in his praise. He said, I know Saquon and Derrick Henry having big seasons, but man, our back can do everything, including catch passes. He's got 56 this year. He's the motion man on 2nd and goal. Penix. Zone incomplete for Hodge. Trying to get Kadero Hodge coming across the back. It'll be 3rd down.
And we talked about how fast Michael Penix is, but he's not really a runner. Although we did go back and watch a whole lot of his college tape, and he did run. He had fancy spin moves, but after a couple of knee surgeries in college, he also is not a guy that they want running a ton.
The corner Michael Davis hurt on that first drive has been back in for Washington on this drive. 3rd and goal. Commanders bring 4. They cover the end zone. Penix fires back in the end zone, incomplete, but Davis pushing London will set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Pass interference, defense number 24. Foul occurred in the end zone. 1st down on the 1-yard line.
Obviously, with the quarterback in the pocket, you cannot do anything close to that, and the ball was in the air when that contact was made, so pass interference down to the 1. This has been some drive by the rookie, Michael Penix.
So we play 10 of this drive. As is the case often, Tyler Algier comes in the game for Atlanta, down close. And it is Penix running it in for the touchdown. Robinson, I beg your pardon. Robinson takes the direct snap and walks it in for the score. And the Falcons respond thanks to a couple of Washington penalties.
So you're going to get double teams here, lead block there, and Robinson right behind. That could not have been any easier. Nicely designed that time by Zach Robinson.
Zach is the offensive coordinator for this Falcons team. There's the direct snap to Bijan, who gets his 11th touchdown of the year. Sending field goal. Patterson very happy. Caffrey, the rookie. Goes back there. Nobody's getting their hands on that. Washington's got it at their 30, and here is their offense. An offense much improved. Big reason that man, Cliff Kingsbury, former Falcons head coach, year 1 as the offensive coordinator here with the Commanders. From the 30, Cardinals, I should say. There's no gain for Brian Robinson as he is stopped inside. Landman among those in there for the early hit. Landman, one of the 2 linebackers, with Caden Ellis seeing the most of the action.
Yeah, we have seen quite a bit of this out of Washington's offense this year, too. They just get to the line of scrimmage, spread you out, and make you play quickly.
Second down, and Daniels with pressure, forcing him off the spot. J.D. Bertrand, who he got caught awkwardly as he brought him down. J.D. Bertrand, the rookie, walked Robinson back to the spot where the quarterback was, went on through and got the sack.
Ouch. He was bent back over that leg. Let's take a look here.
Thankfully, it didn't stick in the ground. That cleat came out at the very end there.
Thankfully, he's as young as he is.
Yeah. Bertrand, former captain, twice captain at Notre Dame, with the play. 3rd and long, they throw it to Zacchaeus. Matthew Judon couldn't track him down, but other reinforcements are coming. 2/3 of the Falcons defense is there, and that is a quick 3 and out for Washington.
Well, I tell you, after a start that you thought was going to be all Washington in this game, all of a sudden Atlanta comes back the other way, scores a touchdown, makes a big stop, gets a sack. Nice turnaround here by the Falcons.
The guy who used to wear number 5 before Mr. Daniels showed up in town is the punter, Tress Way. He's the longest tenured player with his franchise in his 11th year. He kicks to Avery Williams. Angling one way, will often kick across his body the other way. Good kick, taking Williams back to the 16, but he's got room to run. Hit hard, just shy of the 30 and driven back by a Washington. Melissa, start.
Yeah, there was some concern down here. You could feel the air come out of the Washington sideline when we saw Jaden Daniels after that last play. You see it there. He was immediately approached by the medical staff. He said, I'm okay, I'm okay. No evaluation, right to the bench, business as usual. And then his wide receiver, Terry McLaurin, came over. Again, I'm okay.
As Chris said, good to be young. Bijan Robinson, the toss here on the edge. Robinson again working the block, Chris, bouncing outside. 37-yard line. Nice first down run again for Bijan.
Yeah, they are starting to get the edge, and it's not just the inside guys. Watch these outside guys. They're getting the outside position. So when you're talking about the Atlanta Falcons, they are predominantly an outside zone running team. What does that mean? The entire offensive line goes one direction. The back is either tossed or handed the ball going that way, and then it's up to him to make the cut. But the big plays are when they can take it all the way down the sideline. That's when the outside zone gets really dangerous.
After the gain of 8, a little movement up front. Alex Kemp, our referee.
Ball start, offense number 89. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
It's on Charlie Werner. He's the tight end, and he's a big part of this Falcons offense, even though he's only caught 6 passes this year.
He really is, and he came over from San Francisco, and one of the better blockers, and of course they do all the outside zone over there as well. But you will see him at the point of attack on so many different alternative versions of that outside zone that we just talked about.
Hey, quick hit!
After the first penalty on the Falcons, Hodge just leaping away to get away from the snap so it didn't hit him. And Robinson not going anywhere. Bobby Wagner around the pile. Of course, what else is new in his 201st regular season game?
And a lot of that comes with a new rookie quarterback, right? But this is an old linebacker who is going to be Johnny on the spot as usual. I tell you what, Bobby Wagner has done with this team goes way beyond the leading tackler, all that kind of stuff. What he has done across the aisle to try and help Jaden Daniels has been tremendous.
Nice Washington turn. 3rd and 6. Penix putting it up, and they miss time. The connection. Robinson out of the backfield. And Penix just overshoots him.
You'll learn in this league the best thing to do, especially when you get a guy wide open. Robinson's wide open, makes a nice move here, runs right by on the sluggo route. You just put it up in the air. If you hit it and time it perfectly, great, it's a touchdown. If you miss it a little bit, you're still going to have a 40-yard gain.
That could have gone a long way. Jamison Crowder, week 3, is the punt returner. Bradley Pinion to kick. A rush up the middle from a Washington team that has been a pest. Great kick, muffed by Crowder, got it back at the 5, has a lot of room. Jamison Crowder, could have been worse, brings it out to the 27-yard line. That's where Washington will take over when we come back in 30 seconds after this from AWS. Tonight, Rams also watching. Their strength of victory tiebreaker goes over the top, and they'll clinch the NFC West if Washington wins here tonight. Atlanta trying to keep their hands on the steering wheel. Win tonight, win next week against Carolina, and they win the South. All even at 7. Possession 3 for Washington. Daniels underneath. Zach Ertz very close to a first down for Washington. Maybe just shy of it. As we get to the back end of this first quarter, we'll see if they run a play or just come to the line. Jaden Daniels in no hurry. He's just waving over to the sideline. Looks like they'll shut down the operation here for the quarter. So the early turnover by Atlanta led to a short field and a Washington touchdown, but the Falcons come back, or one win and a Tampa loss next week to New Orleans. And there's Washington's scenario on the opposite side. A first down run, and a good one too by Brian Robinson. He takes it out shy of midfield, and the Commanders have a first down.
I tell you, that's the way I would play this game for right now. I think that the Commanders have a chance, if they establish that run, to do anything they want to do.
Rich snap to Robinson, faked it to the quarterback Daniels, and some good offense here, but a flag in the back. A holding penalty is going to be called on the Atlanta defense. Here's Alex Kemp again.
Holding. Defense number 97. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the run. First down.
Grady Jarrett's been in the league 10 years. He usually gets away with stuff like this.
Yeah, the whole goal is to try and keep your linebackers free, right? So what you're trying to do is make sure that center does not get down the field. That would ensure it.
Tyler Biadasz, the center who came over from the Cowboys in free agency. Run from Brian Robinson for only a yard. Melissa?
Mike, you mentioned that Brian Robinson was going to be fired up after he fumbled twice last week against the Eagles. He told me that was the worst game of his career. That's not who he is as a player. Doesn't live up to the standard that he set for himself. Brian said he's not dwelling on last week and focusing instead on this week, how he responds. He plans to be the aggressor, attack the defenders before they can attack him, and make sure they know they aren't taking the ball away from him.
He's having his best year of his career. When you have a quarterback who can run like the Daniels can with you, really frees things up. He's protecting his quarterback now as Daniels throws it complete. It is Terry McLaurin at top target to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, sets up third and about 3.
Yeah, we're going to see a tremendous matchup on the outside. Basically, Terry McLaurin, who has 12 touchdowns on the year, against A.J. Terrell, who is their top defensive back, number 24. Those two guys will be matched up basically one-on-one throughout the course of the night, and there they are, nose to nose.
Fans chant Terry, 74 catches, over 1,000 yards on the season. Here comes the pressure, and Daniels throws inside, it's complete, and Crowder's got the first down for Washington.
First of all, you got to pick it up with the protection. McNichols does that, but when you watch Jaden Daniels, and we were at practice the other day, and that's one of the great advantages we have, right? We get to go to practice and watch this, and we were all sitting around kind of going, whoo, you know, that some sound comes out of you. It's like, whoo, when he throws the football, it just has a little sizzle to it.
And those were the two exact sounds. 24, woo, out there to McNichols. And the Falcons weren't impressed, able to take him out of bounds. Loss of a yard or so. Chris, 55 college starts, 3 years at Arizona State, at LSU. So the experience, and Penix is also experienced with his college starts. So we're seeing rookies come in who know what game time feels like and big moments in game time as well.
And know what practice is like. This guy shows up at 5:30 every morning. And he learned that at LSU, where you got the key to the gym, basically to go in anytime he wanted, and he went in all the time.
Inside on the run, Zacchaeus first down to the 13-yard line. They bring him down there, but Olamide Zacchaeus has been on fire here tonight. 5 catches.
They're playing some outside technique on the receivers outside, which is just inviting these quick throws. But what I really love about this, so many young quarterbacks just don't get this. Like, it's like boxing almost. If you can have quick throw, you invite them to come up, and then you can work the ball down the field. Wear down those pass rushers. Take advantage with your offensive line.
Receivers flip slides. McLaurin is away from Terrell for the moment. It's a keeper for Daniels. And Atlanta was in there, and flags came from everywhere. This one's coming back.
Holding. Offense number 63. 10-yard penalty, still first down.
That's Biadasz, who we mentioned earlier, former Cowboy.
This is a basic play in this offense, so you're going to get two pullers. Because this one didn't work doesn't mean they're not coming back to it. They'll do it with the running back, they'll do it with the quarterback. But if you do it with the quarterback, it adds an extra blocker to the mix.
Fans start chanting McLaurin's name down here as they get close to the red zone. With a bunch of different quarterbacks, he's put up some good numbers. Throw inside, an interception. He threw it right underneath, and Caden Ellis slid back from the inside, brought out of bounds at the 28-yard line. The man who has changed the fortunes of this Atlanta defense over the last 4 games, one of his career. Here's the ball to the Falcons on their 4th drive of the night, 28-yard line. Tyler Algier, good run inside, powerful runner, gets 8. Chris, what happened on that turnover?
All right, let's start with the center here, Tyler Biadasz. Here is the #1 blitzer, sacker right there. So what you're going to do is fake there, turn the center there, and you're going to come from the backside with the other linebacker, J.D. Bertrand. Everybody is concerned about Caden Ellis as the blitzer, and right now what they're doing, they are basically tricking the other side by dropping out the linebacker into that space and making the interception.
Great idea defensively. Algier the first down to the 41-yard line. And just to finish the thought, I mean, that's 4 sacks the last 4 games for Ellis. So he's become the guy who's been their top most effective pass rusher.
Well, and what we've seen out of Ellis is that no back can block him. He basically runs over or around all these backs. So Washington said, to heck with that. We're just going to turn our center that way all night. And I think that Ellis has the option. If the center turns that way, I think he drops out, and it's almost an automatic. The other linebacker blitzes across the line of scrimmage. I can't confirm that. That's my belief.
But that's what those coaches do till 11 o'clock at night. And you as well. Deep shot here. Penix all the way downfield. What an arm pass. Incomplete. It has been almost exclusively Kadero Hodge as the 3rd receiver tonight. Mikey Sainristil still was in coverage.
That's some play there by Sainristil, because this one looked like it was going to hit. Playing that inside technique, grabbing a little bit, swatting a little bit, just barely missed. But that throw had to be absolutely perfect to hit. And for Mikey Sainristil, that's pretty good. He's been playing in the slot.
Yeah.
They move him outside, and all of a sudden he has to be the guy, and he has been.
2nd and 10 for Atlanta. Rocket high snap. Penix fires it complete to Drake London. Taking it to the bench area. London's got it. He's got a first down into Washington territory at the 45. Raheem Morris wants 15 more.
Well, first of all, that was gorgeous. That's a perfect throw. You see Penix, he was looking down the middle of the field where he really worked over the defense a week ago and comes right back out, but has the arm strength from that far hash to throw that sizzler all the way across the field, just right on the money. His accuracy is what they all talk about.
45. Bijan. Robinson get about 5 and get thrown back by Johnny Newton, 2nd round pick out of Illinois. You just marvel at what Saquon Barkley's been doing all year. Well, Robinson, when he was taken number 8 overall in the 2023 draft, highest drafted running back since Barkley was taken number 2 overall back in 2018, and he's worth it.
Yeah, and he's a little bit of do-everything kind of guy, isn't he? We got a chance to meet him, acting, and, you know, he could sell you anything. By the time he got out of there, I was ready to invest in whatever he was doing.
He's serious about his acting career. Already dipped his toe in that water. Now he's dipping into the secondary of the Commanders to the 28-yard line. First down run, Melissa.
Yeah, you're talking about Bijan Robinson as another role lined up in the offseason. He told me acting definitely helps him as a football player because he needs to make defenders think he's doing one thing when he's really doing something else.
All right. Algier, the running back now, 1st and 10. Back to Tyler Algier. This 1-2 punch. So crushing. When Robinson comes out, you're like, okay, good. And then Algier is a hammer hitting you hard. Gain of a half dozen there.
Well, you get used to all those jump cuts, right? When Robinson's in there, and all of a sudden this tank comes rolling through, and Tyler Algier, and he's not jumping or cutting or nothing. He's just running straight ahead. And if you hit him, you are going to pay the price for that.
Algier 5'10", 226. Third year in the league out of BYU. Good march here from Atlanta. Started at their own 28. At the Washington 22. Penix and his face got rid of it. Incomplete, and a flag for the hit. Dante Fowler was coming in there. Penix trying to get rid of it underneath him.
Well, we've already seen.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 6. At the distance of the goal line, automatic first down.
We've already seen an incredible sidearm, back-twisting throw for a touchdown by Jaden Daniels, and that was a great play that time by Penix, just getting that football out of his hands. I mean, he was falling away and had to basically sidearm deliver that one just to escape.
Terry McCauley, our rules analyst. Forcible to the head, Terry?
Absolutely forcible head, Mike.
An easy call there made by the umpire, and now takes the ball down to the 12-yard line. Here for Atlanta, looking to take the lead. And Bijan Robinson back in the game. Tight end Werner in motion, trying to block for him. And Robinson cuts to the outside, inside the 5-yard line as he's twisted out of bounds. Good first down run for the Falcons.
Did you see the patience on that one, Mike? Watch the toss and then just sort of relax and give our guys a little chance, and then hit the burst right after that. That's what you see. It's not just the jump cuts. It's the acceleration, the slow down, the set up the blocks, and then the speed to finish it off.
Raheem Morris was so effusive in his praise of his running back. He said, I know about the other guys. My guy may be the most dynamic back in football. Young and talented as it gets. And he's got it here. Going for the corner. And Robinson got there. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson kicked it into another gear.
And his offensive line's been doing a great job so far in this one. But this one was just hitting the jets on the outside and making that play. And when you can run the football, think of what that does now for this offense. Think of what it does for Michael Penix to allow him to get to play action, something they didn't do a lot of when they had Kirk in there. So some of the bootlegs, some of the play action.
Let's just make sure he got into the end zone. Still waiting to see if the league's confirmed it yet. Terry McCall, you're taking a peek here with us.
Yeah, Mike, look at the nose of the ball when he steps out of bounds.
It's behind him, right? Ah.
Exactly, short.
So they're going to bring this back. Great call. We're so used to seeing the ball ahead of the runner, but as Benjamin St. Juste hits him, that right hand, it's where the ball is when he crosses out of bounds and then steps out. Not over the pylon. So a good pick up there. And erase the touchdown. We take back most of the stuff we said.
I don't take back anything.
Okay, that's
No.
good.
I'm not even sure he's out of bounds. But, you know, that's a whole different story there.
So it is first down that he picked up down there. So the ball's right down inches from the goal line. And Robinson remains the back. Hard count, Penix keeping, trying to extend it over the goal line. And nothing. Did not break the plane. It'll be second down.
Take a look. I tell you, it's the dangerous part. Everybody wants to extend that ball, but there's a moment in time, especially on first down, where you can't give it up. Never got there.
And he didn't get there. Yeah. Nice job. Well seen by the officials, the line judge and the down judge with all those bodies. So Robinson now in the pistol. behind Penix. Bijan's got it, and this time he's got it for the second touchdown of the first half.
This is what it looks like if you're sitting back at safety like Quan Martin. You've got to match the speed, and good luck. Boy, I tell you, this place went from rocking to pretty quiet around here right now.
I know you always talk about your fantasy football team for America to enjoy, but there was a heart-stopping moment there for people who have Bijan Robinson in fantasy. It's so good, and over the years, so many NFL players like Peyton, Eli, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, John Madden, even in a skit. Fun show. Look forward to the 50th anniversary celebration on NBC in February.
And almost a lock to be the offensive rookie of the year.
That twisting touchdown pass, that was very Mahomes-like, wasn't it? Just kind of right out there.
Awesome.
Picked on the last drive, taken over this time from the 30-yard line, and taken off with some blocking. 25 to the 45 for Daniels. As he closes in on 800 rushing yards in the season.
And if you have that one unblocked guy, that time Matthew Judon on the edge, and if the receiver runs off the corner, there's nobody left. And so option football is awesome if you have the guy that can do it, and certainly they do with Jaden Daniels.
And now we'll give it Ryan Robinson turning the corner. 6 on the gain. Bianish was out in front of him, but a flag down in the backfield.
Holding. Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
We have a Washington player down over there as well. On the Atlanta sideline. Here's the hold on the rookie.
Happens so often. If you don't get a little angle on the outside there, you end up grabbing underneath, and they have people on the sideline looking right at it.
And it is Biadish who is hurt. It's tangled up here and rolled up on. They're looking at his lower leg. So the center, the starting center for Washington, down on the field. He played all the snaps in week 15, and Tyler was out with an illness. So snapping to Daniels here on 1st and 20 after the penalty. Pressure, chip, but no way to get away from Judon. Matthew Judon, now 5.5 sacks on the season.
So Caden Ellis is going to be the one blitzing this time. Here he comes. So now no choice but to come in and help on the outside by Brandon Coleman, which is going to open things up for Judon. There's nobody left. So the pressure brought inside that time by Ellis really set up the sack on the outside by Judon.
Now 2nd and 30. Atlanta is changing players, but Washington did. So they're given time to get the people they want out there with 2:44 to go. And now we run out of play clock. So what's the deal here? Get timeout first?
They're first of the half.
Washington gets a timeout. It's a frustrating gray area of that rule where you're allowed to sub and match the other sub, but wait, play clock's still running. Get him out of there quick.
I'm always glad you're watching that stuff. I'm watching all the junk.
You're drawing and doing replays and all this stuff. So you're Atlanta, you come on the road, first road start for your quarterback. Tough start, down 7-0, but a great response. And you see what they say about Penix, and how he's got that confidence that belies just his second game played.
And it was a poor first drive. And I was sort of thinking, uh-oh, you know, he is a rookie. This is his first road start. It's a big game. And then after the first drive, we saw him settle right into the guy that was playing against the Giants last week and just looked like he'd been playing for 10 years. And so that's the excitement, I think, with him, is there doesn't seem to be that, oh, it's going to take us a couple years to get him going.
Well, they don't have time right now. They're trying to win the division, get in the playoffs. It's a big-time move. Lost 10 on the penalty, 10 on the sack, and then Daniels will just bench this, throw it away, and incomplete as he was chased by David Onyemata. So 3rd down coming up.
So we got Ellis over here. Again, he's going to start here, and then they're going to try to blitz over there. But Daniels right now is a little confused. So he's watching all this stuff, who's dropping back, who's rushing, and he really had no reason to try and escape out there. He should have just stood in and made that throw.
Great wrinkle from Jimmy Lake, the defensive coordinator. Zacchaeus trying to get some yardage back, gets 10 of it back. And that's it. Jesse Bates, safety, who had a pick 6 last week against the Giants. He's always around the ball and oftentimes gets his hands on the ball as well. And the Falcons defense does a good job here.
Yeah, right now the penalties are really what's hurting Washington. You can't have that 1st and 20 and all those kinds of plays with the holds. But for Atlanta, and you talked about it, Jimmy Lake and what he has designed so far on defense has been really good.
Washington lets it run down to the 2-minute warning. And then the Vikings and the Lions play for a whole bunch next week in Motown. 3 timeouts for Atlanta as they await the ball from Tressway. That only has 47 touchbacks in 768 punts. He is very good at controlling the ball. Flag is down. Put it out of bounds right around the 15. Let's check the flag, see if we're going to tack this on or what the deal is. Be a hold, and does Atlanta want to
Holding,
re-kick?
kicking team number 22. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. First down.
Tacking on for field position here. It's number 6, Chris, on Washington tonight.
It's really hurt them because they are a stay on rhythm kind of offense, and they've been in some really long yardage situations. And the flip side is, Mike, the Atlanta Falcons, this offensive line is very good. I mean, they really are. And the weakness so far this year of Washington's defense has been their ability to stop the run, allowing a league worst 4.6 yards per carry. And so far, Bijan in this game, 5.7 yards per carry. They have to shut that down.
Trying to add to it here. Caleb McCary out there to lead the way. Big hit by Chin, the safety, but a gain of 9 to start the drive for Robinson.
Well, and you're talking about the team with the lead, so they can very easily stick with this running game, and I think they're going to be more than happy to work this clock a little bit. They would like to be the last one with the football in their hands, either points on the board, kick, touchdown, whatever. But let's not give it back to them with a chance.
Washington gets the ball to start the second half. 2nd and 1, they'll go right back to Robinson, and why not? Another opening on the right side to the 48-yard line. And a first down run. So Bijan Robinson, gains of 9 and 10, already 82 yards on the night.
And I love what they're doing. They're coming up and just double teaming these defensive tackles who are good players. But after a while of getting beat on, it wears you down.
First down achieved, going to the air, going to London. Drake London sliding out of bounds with the catch at the 36-yard line.
Mike, that's some throw. I'm telling you, this guy's got something. He really does. They talked about his accuracy. We've seen it a little bit. But to have the confidence in this sort of accelerated offense, it's not a hurry up. You're just kind of accelerating a little bit. And to trust your arm to get in some of these deep out cuts that he's been throwing, it's exactly why Raheem thought he had something special.
This has a pretty look, that lefty throw. Only Tua Tagovailoa, the other lefty in the NFL right now. Michael Penix Jr. has this march going. This pass complete. Room for Mooney to run. Darnell Mooney, the former Chicago Bear, takes it inside the 25. They've got 3 timeouts, 35 seconds. This probably would have been a good time to use one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a lot of time.
This is not good clock management in this spot right here. All the way down to 21 seconds here. Out quick, sideline, caught out of bounds for Kyle Pitts, but now 16 seconds remaining. Ball at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you, the one thing that we saw out of Penix a week ago, he's been working this outside against Washington's defense all night long. But where he really loves to throw the ball is between the hashes inside. With the timeouts that they have, you have plenty of time now. You can work anywhere inside, and maybe now your wideout can set up something outside and hit a little crosser.
They got big guys. London at 6'4", Hits at 6'6". 2nd and 7. Penix throws, deflected in the air. Igbenogany couldn't bring it in. Bobby Wagner may have gotten a hand on it. Noah Igbenogany almost took it away. 3rd down coming up with 11 seconds to go.
This is the hardest thing in football. Here's Bobby Wagner, a two-way go. Any way he wants to go is Bijan Robinson, and yet he sat there like that old bull and just said, come on, and he was right on that target.
So 3rd and 7 here at the 21. 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Penix, 5 rushing, throwing end zone, incomplete. Trying to get it to Drake London and use his size. And the field goal attempt coming with 6 seconds remaining in the half.
They showed the motion on the outside, proved that it was going to be man coverage, this little in and out motion out here. This corner route really should have been there. That's one with Drake London, one of the best contested catch guys in the National Football League. You throw that up in the air, you let him out rebound Noah Igbenogany, and that should have had a chance for a touchdown.
Reese has picked up Patterson from 39. Look out. All right, so Patterson turns it in with 2 seconds left. The forecast was as the cold front came through for some gusty winds, and that was as windy as it's been all day. Oh, we're down to 17 games left. If you include the Super Bowl, we're down to 30 games, so savor every snap. The season that seems like it's going to go on forever, we're about at the end here.
So we're always happy no matter what game we get, but there are some that would make us a little happier.
I just show up with the boards wherever we are and be thrilled to be there. Look forward to knowing where we'll be next week. Always a fun time of the year. Great to flex into this game here tonight.
It was.
To see these 2 young quarterbacks. We've not seen rookie quarterbacks in prime time going head-to-head and have it this late in the season because these are not the finished products. And this doesn't guarantee that they're going to be all-time greats, but the starts have been impressive for both guys.
Well, and let's face it, what means the most in the NFL these days, when you get a good rookie quarterback and you don't have to spend all that money and you can spend it elsewhere, that's what gives you chances to go on a Super Bowl run.
No doubt. Atlanta scores all 10 in that 2nd quarter to take a 17. Congress, that RFK will be at home again for this team. Years away from that. Luke McCaffrey, the return. McCaffrey, nice return. Over the 30 to the 31-yard line. Here's Melissa with the head coach of the Commanders, Dan Quinn.
Dan, an opening drive touchdown, nothing since.
Yes.
How do you get points on the board?
Yeah, starting again right here, that's got to be such a big part of what we're doing. We've been in these spots a lot, Melissa. We've been in a lot of tight games, a lot of close ones. We're going to lean into that hard. We've got to do a better job tackling on defense, and like you said, express ourselves offensively, the whole thing to get going.
Defensively, I wanted to ask, how do you slow down the run game in Bijan Robinson?
Correct. I think it really comes down to us tackling. It's not a magic scheme or anything we do. So excellent back. We got to get ourselves low, get our pads on them, and get it going back. But great challenge for our guys. But like I said, we've been in these spaces before, and I love how we respond.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, thank you.
The first pass for Zacchaeus is incomplete. We have a flag down. The other part of the story for Washington, too many penalties in that first half. 6.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And now 7 penalties. Sam Cosme has been very good this year. Disappointed with that call.
Terry, I'd like your opinion on this because I see this all the time. You got a guy with the outside technique and he throws the guy to the ground. Is that a hold?
It's not, Chris. It's just a tomahawk chop. He chops his arms down, takes the guy to the ground. Not a foul for holding there.
Michael Dita remains the center. Tyler Biotis hurt in the first half. His throw underneath is caught by Brian Robinson at 6 to the 26-yard line.
But it's completely taken Washington out of their offense. This entire game now, basically other than that first drive, They have been 2nd and 15, 2nd and 20, and that's not the way this team is built.
Second and 15 for Daniels. Bertrand got through, trying to help all the way around, and finally the sack comes with David Onyemata. Judon pulling the ball away at the end, but a couple of guys breaking through the Washington offensive line there.
Same scheme just keeps working. Dropping back Ellis, bringing the pressure to this side, and they just have not had an answer for J.D. Bertrand coming off the backside. It just seems to have really flustered him in this game.
From the 19-3rd and 22. Daniels trying to think about taking up, but Arnold Evan Katie got there with a flag down in the secondary. So Atlanta's defense made play after play after play, but this looks like third penalty on Atlanta tonight might change the tone.
While the quarterback had the ball in the pocket, illegal contact, defense number 51. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
On D'Angelo Malone.
Oh boy, that was, what was it, 3rd and 15?
3rd and 20.
They were planning on using him quite a bit inside to sort of spy against the very mobile Jaden Daniels, but that time in coverage, and that was way too far down the field.
Not much, but it's in the wrong place. So the 5 gets him the first down. From the 24, Daniels looking to throw it in that seam, incomplete for Jamison Crowder. Very small window in there. Falcons have been all over, and Jimmy Lake, who was the coach at the University of Washington for a couple of years, first time as a defensive coordinator. Chris, he's done a really nice job tonight.
He really has, and one of the things that they've done is they've started playing more press coverage on the outside, which has allowed them to do what they're doing here. Show a blitz up there. Let's intimidate a little bit. And this time didn't work.
Washington runs into it. Robinson pinballed around. Needed to get to the 34 for the first down. We'll check the mark. See if Washington picks up its second first down of this drive, and they do.
But you know what I mean, Mike? It's like it allows you, if you're aggressive on the edges and on the corners and your press coverage, you can't just raise up and make one of those quick throws when you're all bunched up and showing a blitz look. So the success that they've had on the outside, in particular, A.J. Terrell has been their best, has really helped them bring the pressure package inside.
Daniels quick. Zacchaeus got some blocking, and Olamide Zacchaeus got some punt return skills, turns it into a punt return. However, another flag comes in.
Holding, offense number 13, 10-yard penalty, first down.
KJ Osborne, the receiver.
Well, there's no doubt about it, but so now when they show everybody up inside, what do? You just flip it out to one of your really athletic guys outside, but you could see it. Osborne was going to grab, and from one angle it was very clear. There's the hold right there. Didn't allow him to get back in on Zacchaeus and make the play. Right now Washington just beating themselves.
And fans get frustrated when they see something lopsided in the penalty number. That's number 8, but you just seen the last couple. They were pretty clear. 1st and 20. Jeremy McNichols comes in as the back. Again, Daniels needing to escape. On the run, completes it to Ertz. Zach Ertz running all the way to the 39-yard line. That's 38 on the game.
Just a 4-man rush that time, and I believe it was Judon coming right off the edge over here. How many quarterbacks escaped this, Mike? Not many, right? You've got to step up, and you've got pressure coming back in your face, and not only did he get out of there, he had the ball tucked away. He escaped, got his eyes up the field, could have easily run for 10 yards. Instead, he got a huge play.
Ertz's longest reception in 3 years. And Daniels misses McNichols. Incomplete.
But you're talking about Jaden Daniels in the year he's had 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, a 101 rating for a rookie. That's impressive. Just the idea that he understands at this age how to not put the ball in harm's way is a huge trait.
And he stays calm in the big moments up until this point. Think back to the Hail Mary against Chicago last week, the drive against Philadelphia. McNichols working his way inside out of the 34-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5. And Chris, that was the one trait when you talk to everybody in this Washington organization. Adam Peters, the GM, Dan Quinn, right from the start, the poise that he has shown. Job wasn't too big. He had to win it in camp. He did, and he was glad that he had to go through and compete. Marcus Mariota, another Heisman winner, is here as his backup. 3rd and 5. We have 3-man rush. Daniels going to take off, going to get there. First down. So they bring 3, they cover with 8. Daniels uses the wheels for the first down.
So this is what a run threat quarterback will do to you. Watch Jesse Bates. He's going to come up, and I go, oh, Jesse Bates going to go up and make this tackle on the scramble. Here he is. Oh, no, I guarantee you somebody's behind me. I'm just going to take off. There was nobody there. Absolutely nobody there. And so that threat and keeping the ball in a passing position right there made the difference on that play.
No, we're good. We're big, 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 big. SWAT.
The 25, slant McLaurin. Couldn't hang on. There's the battle Chris was talking about. McLaurin and A.J. Terrell.
One or the other is dropping underneath this here, but this matchup is as good as it gets in the NFL. 2 of the absolute best, and A.J. Terrell, that has been the real difference maker. I talked about they're going to more of the press, more of the bump and run. He's the reason. He's been taking the best of the other team and shutting them down.
5th year in the league now. Daniels about to get hit. Throws in the middle from McLaurin, incomplete. Again with Terrell chasing him.
They're just plays that they haven't been missing this season. This was, they just have to hit that one. There was no pressure.
Now play 11 of this opening drive to start the second half. Trying to figure out what they're doing up front. Falcons bring 4. Daniels throws, complete. Crowder 1 shy. At the 16, maybe a yard and a half shy of the first down. Mike Hughes hit the deck hard, was slow to get up. Brian Robinson comes in. More big folks come in. Washington going to go for it.
So in all likelihood here, they're lining up like they are going to go 8 yards deep in the backfield here with Robinson.
Heavy to the left, Trent Scott, 73, is eligible. On the right, Daniels, the keeper, the legs, the first down. He's run for a couple on this opening drive.
So that was really a good strategy. I like that. You saw Robinson 8 yards deep in the backfield, and so the entire defense was bunched up. They were in the A gaps, they were in the B gaps, and so that meant right off the bat, Jaden Daniels said, this is mine on the edge.
First down at the 12, Bryson Tremaine in his second NFL game is one of the 3 receivers at the top. Inside, give Robinson. For about 3 yards, and mark him at the 9. Time-consuming opening drive of the second half. Washington in the playoffs for the first time since 2020 with a win.
Mike, I think Nick Allegretti is running the show up here. I saw him standing up on the prior play and calling out the signals. Remember, Tyler Biadasz not in the game now. Michael Dieter in there as his replacement. But you've got a veteran guy in Nick Allegretti all those years, replaced Joe Tooney in the Super Bowl, in the championship game, all those side of things for Kansas City. But he's the one really pointing and making the calls at this point.
2nd and 7. Daniel escaping, chased, stops, And just steps out of bounds. Jesse Bates standing right there to slam the door. It sets up third down. Loss of a yard.
He looks a little casual.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, he really does.
There's that poise we've talked about.
Yeah. This is a big moment in the game, though. They've been going for it on fourth down, and you can always settle for a field goal, but you get the feeling that Dan Quinn really does not want to do that here. So this is a big third down play. They need to at least give themselves a chance to go for it.
Riders taking half the quarter. Daniels. Nothing open first look. Now fires! Touchdown! Zach Ertz breaks free. Has the big catch on the drive. And has the touchdown.
It's a heck of a job by Ertz. Watch him get down inside the goal line and then arrow right out, right down the line. Jesse Bates all over him. But this one took a lot of confidence. That's one of those. Jesse Bates had a pick six last week. You leave that hanging a little bit behind Ertz on that one, it's going the other way. But that's the sort of confidence and belief and the sort of throws we've seen all season long from Jaden Daniels.
Possessing it on the other side of the plane of the goal. Zane Gonzalez pops through the extra point. Number 8 pick of the draft in 2023. First half, 82 yards on the ground. A couple of catches as well. He's got a few touchdowns. Daniels has thrown a few. This will be returned from 2 yards deep. Taken by Avery Williams. He'll bring it out just shy of the 30. And Chris, that's where Atlanta will
have to prove that they could stop the run well enough, because Bijan Robinson is the key to the second half.
We'll get it first from 29. Washington responding, as Melissa was told by Dan Quinn. They are ready for Bijan on this opening carry. Remember what Raheem Morris told us about Bijan Robinson? Like, the difference with Saquon this year, he's hitting those 50-plus yard runs. He's making that last guy miss. That's what he has to do to take this big season and become gigantic as a running back.
That's exactly right. He needs help from the wide receivers down the field, but he planted a seed. Basically, go be Saquon.
Yes.
Go finish those runs.
Second and 9. Washington brings pressure. Robinson picked it up. Pass complete to London, shy of the 35-yard line. And this crowd, energized by the opening drive touchdown, will light this place up before third down. Passionate fan base, long waiting for hope. New ownership, new coach, star quarterback, big acquisitions on defense. And the burgundy and gold is back out everywhere you look around D.C. Penix scanning, lost the football, and he got back on it. It was Fowler who came in and might have gotten a hand to knock it free. Of course, you see the flag. Let's see what that is. It'll be a hold on the Falcons. It'll be a 3-and-out.
Holding, offense number 65. That penalty's declined. Fourth down.
Yeah, and that really kept Fowler from getting a clean shot at Penix. You're going to see the loop back inside here, and he would have hit directly right into Michael Penix had that hold not taken place. So big shift. Fowler gets a tiny little chain over there on the sideline.
Bradley Pinion kicks to Jamison Crowder. Washington showing middle pressure. Back kick. Got about shy of the 30. We'll see where it will be marked. Northwest Stadium. Long drive for a touchdown, then a 3-and-out. Washington's got it back. Jaden Daniels back to work and taken off with space to go. Daniels to the 43-yard line. 13 on the run, the first down for Washington.
Obviously, we watched a lot of Jaden Daniels, and my comparison was like a slalom skier. Like he just never breaks stride, right? It's just a little weave, and it never looks that hard. He just kind of in and out and weaves his way down the field, and eventually somebody gets him.
Shout out Michaela Schifrin.
There you go.
1st and 10 from the 43. And movement up front. This will be penalty number 9 on the Commanders this year. Tonight, I should say.
Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Let's look at 6.2 penalties per game. The year, their season high is 10.
Yeah, and it's forced them into some uncomfortable conversions, but Washington on 3rd and 4th down tonight, 5 for 9 converting. So far, Atlanta 0 for 5, right? So Atlanta's hanging in there despite the fact that they haven't been converting on 3rd down.
15. Throw down in the middle. Nate Landman again. A couple times we've called him. I grew up inspired by his dad, a rugby player.
So here's Ellis out here. He's going to drop again, and the other linebacker is going to blitz. So they have simply reversed roles for this game. And so far, we've seen all night long, they've turned the center to Caden Ellis. I'd love to show you how good a pass rusher he is, but so far, he's just dropping back, and he's already got 1 interception. But the other guys are doing great rushing the passer, too.
Chris Rodriguez joined in the backfield by McNichols. As Daniels escapes, there's a lot of room if he can get away from that hit. He did, and there he goes again. First down, takes it out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, this may be a mogul run here because Jaden Daniels is going to come out and do a loop-de-loop and get away. This is one of the biggest plays of the game right here. When you have an open target against the quarterback, everybody else in the league is going to slide down. He's going to point and say, don't worry about the first guy, get the next guy, I got this guy.
He's 11 yards shy of Robert Griffin III's rookie record for quarterback rushing. From the 44. Rodriguez for a couple. Melissa?
Mike, we saw Commander Center Tyler Biotish limp off the field into the x-ray room at the end of the first half. The team telling us he's questionable with a left ankle injury. He came out late of the locker room to start the second half with a much heavier tape job. You see him there, he's been testing it out, but he does not appear ready to go back in.
And the man replacing him, Michael Dieter, just got beat, but Daniels cleaned it up. He gets a couple of yards, and Lorenzo Carter says, enough of this. Take care of this guy.
That's one move too many, but there is the guy that I think's made a huge difference for this team. Watch Jaden Daniels so good, he froze Carter and ran right into him. But we were talking about Tyler Biotish and what he meant for the Dallas Cowboys running that show over there. And of course, they've struggled this year with a young offensive line and what he's meant on the positive side, calling the signals here for Washington.
Field goal from here would be 57. That'd be right at the edge of the range for Gonzalez.
Let's look here for Atlanta.
3rd and 5. Both linebackers come. Big ball. Incomplete. McLaurin and A.J. Terrell, who is having a really good game.
Hardest route to possibly cover. It is just man-to-man with no help from this inside slot position. This route is nearly impossible to cover. We've seen touchdowns all year long on that play, and yet A.J. Terrell in perfect position against a 4-3-5 sprinter on the outside. That was gorgeous.
4th and 5. They're going for it, at least looking to. Hard count would get them a first down. Nobody jumps. Pressure comes. Daniels underneath. McNichols. Bates hit him. Got through the second hit. Got the first down. D. Alford came to try to cap it off. A step too late. First down, Washington.
What an effort. What an effort. McNichols was short. He was short. That wasn't going to happen. He was going to get hit.
Wow.
Knee never went down. What an effort. Big time play.
And a flag breaking the huddle with too many or a timeout. Let's see what they got here.
Before the flag was thrown, timeout, Atlanta, their first of the half.
So the Falcons' real problem for the Commanders. Right tackle Cornelius Lucas groin. He is out of the lineup for the moment. Trent Scott is in. So missing 2 linemen at the moment. Swing out Zacchaeus. Turned on the Jets. Good gain for Olamide Zacchaeus, his first 4 years in the NFL with the Falcons, last year with Philadelphia. And hurting his old team tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really is. That's like 69 yards, something like that here tonight, 7 catches. And so many times you go, okay, we got this great matchup with McLaurin and Terrell on the outside. Somebody else has to come up and make a play, and so far it's been Zacchaeus.
Chris Rodriguez in the backfield, and they'll give it to Zacchaeus, who comes around the end and goes through the tackle to get a first down at the 17-yard line. Zach Harrison hit him, but Zacchaeus went right through him, even though he gives up about 85 pounds.
193 pounds. I just looked it up because I thought maybe he weighed about 225 the way he's running out here tonight. Those are some really big-time finishes on runs that he's had here in this game.
Jesse Bates as well, end of a dominant Washington quarter. Fake to Zacchaeus, now a design run with the quarterback. And Daniels throttles him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 plays run by Atlanta in this quarter. Meantime, Washington has 145 yards in the third.
How about that play? We're going to fake a handoff, fake a reverse, pull a couple people around here. Lickers out in front of it. You're lucky they got him on the ground.
And the fans will cheer their Commanders.
That is pretty cool stuff, and it has been working. But so far right now, Washington seems to have settled down and not making those big mistakes against it.
Fourth quarter begins with 2nd and 5. Chris Rodriguez, inside run, contacted, but still the physical, powerful runner out of Kentucky goes forward to the 10-yard line.
That was really a good run because he saw immediate pressure across his face. They had a pull, a trap, a power, something with the guard coming back across it. And the guy ended up slanting right into the gap that Rodriguez was. He had no choice but to jump cut around it and pick up a few.
Robinson's gotten a bit of a break here the last couple of drives in this second half. Rodriguez once again the back, 3rd and a yard. He's got it inside. Takes Eddie Golden with him. He's got the first down inside the 9. It's 1st and goal here for the Commanders. This is just the 3rd drive of the second half. They scored. Atlanta went 3 and out. And Washington's on another long march. This is play 13 coming up.
Well, I tell you, they're getting thin on the offensive line with all these injuries. But at least so far, they've been able to run the football with this group. Maybe they're feeling better about running than pass protecting with the backups in.
Great point. 1st and goal. Once again, Rodriguez turning and powerfully pushing his body down towards the 3-yard line. Pickup of 5.
There's the backup center, Michael Dieter, in here. He's going to get a little push, and that's what's going to establish that play. So they are confident with these guys and running directly at them, keeping it pretty simple here. Just a good concept by Cliff Kingsbury.
And with only 30 carries all year, remains the back. He's got the pitch. Rodriguez in the open field for a tackle to the end zone. Washington leads.
Great run by Rodriguez. A.J. Terrell had him dead to rights in the backfield. Laid a good hit on him, and just not enough. It was the will of these Washington running backs and the will of the backup offensive linemen and Trent Scott and Michael Dieter on that drive. That was as simple as it could be. They just took it right at Atlanta.
Zane Gonzalez extends the lead to 4. Talk about how things have changed around here. He's given this franchise a lot of hope and a lot of excitement. Well, Michael Penix Jr. and the Falcons will take over down 4.
Just check my heart. You don't need to check anything else.
Trying to lead his team back, needing a win to keep control of the NFC South hopes. First pass underneath, stays very calm and gets it to Charlie Werner. 7th catch of the year again. Kirk Cousins, big money, and people go, why are the Falcons drafting a quarterback at number 8? We're seeing a little bit of why tonight. They fell in love with this kid.
Yeah, I remember they went out to Washington. They did a little test with him. Came out as a terrible day, cold, wet, rainy. He didn't even think twice about it. And I think after we've seen a picture of his hands, we understand why. Total control of the football in bad weather.
And here, Bijan Robinson. Nobody's been able to get started for Atlanta in this second half. You talked about it. We were watching earlier.
Well, we saw his finger over the point of the ball right there, and I go, and then you have to have some massive hands to do that. Last guy I saw that did that was Terry Bradshaw, and he had a pretty good career. So left-handed, huge hands, total control in bad weather. That bodes for a bright future.
Third down's been dark. 0-5 tonight. 3rd and 2. Gonna throw. Pressure picked up for the moment. Pass is complete for the first down. Ray McLeod, first time we hear from him, and he was on top of a body, so gets 9 more yards out of this, right around midfield. The veteran out of Clemson with career highs in receptions and yards with the first 3rd down conversion of the night.
So here's what I love. You're going to have everybody come in some kind of pressure package. Did you see Michael Penix blink, flinch, move, drop his eyes, anything? Not even remotely.
And what a play there. That is 11 yards by Ray, keeping himself alive there. Ball is out and ruled an incomplete pass. Dante Fowler Jr. got right around Penix. Earlier, he forced a fumble that Atlanta got back. That ruled incomplete.
Incredible effort that time by Fowler. It really was. Looked like he was completely blocked and did this reverse spin move to get out of it and to get the pressure and to get the hit. Inside. Back outside, takes the hit, spins, has no idea where Penix is, and falls right into him.
The veteran's been around Dan Quinn a whole bunch. More pressure picked up. Penix inside. Oh, what a shot. London almost had it. He was exposed there, but Quan Martin has come up with a few big plays. He's big hitting safeties. Been involved tonight for Washington.
Yeah, he really is, and I'm not surprised that Washington was ready for this stuff. You're going to get Chin, who's here, but these lurking safeties coming down, because what we saw a week ago was that Penix really wanted to work in the middle of the field, and they were ready for it.
Hey, listen to this place. It sounds like 15, 20 years ago in here.
There's Joe Gibbs.
Fans standing, joint jumping. 3rd and 10. Penix stepping up, brought down, ball out. Recovered by the center, Drew Dolman. Dorrance Armstrong.
Played the little game right here. Come back inside, and there it was. Had to let Armstrong go or hold. Caleb McGarry let him go, and there was the pressure.
Bradley Pinion kicks to Jamison Crowder like a golfer just picked up a few blades of grass and toss them in the air as the wind's picked up a little bit. 39, Crowder's got space. Jamison Crowder brings it out. Hard hit at the 35-yard line, but Washington, identity, their identity, and you can see it in their play all year and their resilience.
No doubt. As a matter of fact, Dan Quinn went so far to tell Arthur Blank, you need to go hire Raheem. and that probably had some influence.
Pass complete, first down, Zacchaeus again. So on this night that Dan Quinn is going against his old team, the Falcons, a team he took to the Super Bowl, it's Olamide Zacchaeus having a big night. 8 catches, 84 yards.
So they marry the run and the pass. All the linemen go left, Daniels goes right, and you make a quick throw. That's what you have to do with these kind of tricked up offenses now. If you're going to run all your linemen one way, you have to have an answer going the other way, or it's too hard to make it work.
2020, last time, an 8-catch night for Zacchaeus. Ties his career high. That Jaden Daniels keeps on the edge, bounces off a hit, and squirms his way to the 41-yard line before Landman stops him. And he's closing in on that quarterback rookie rushing record. 83 yards now, and that gives it to him by 5. So Jaden Daniels passes another former Washington rookie, number 2 overall pick, who won a Heisman, Robert Griffin III. Jaden Daniels, the most rush yards by a rookie quarterback in league history. And he does it here in game 16, although we are now at a 17-game schedule. Apples to apples.
Solid gold, those two.
Side run, Brian Robinson. Pulled down by Justin Simmons, but a gain of 11. First down. First down from the 30. Lots of room for Brian Robinson. They are shredding the Falcons defense here in this second half with 2 backup offensive linemen. Gain of 11.
And they're tricking them to some extent. So watch what's happening here. They're pulling like they're going inside, and he's bouncing to the outside. So if the linebackers are reading those offensive linemen, they're going the wrong way.
It's one of the most one-sided second halves we've seen. Every stat inside the 20. Robinson that time for a couple of yards.
But Mike, realistically, if Washington didn't have all those penalties in the first half, they may have looked like this in the first half too.
And realistically for Atlanta, hold them to a field goal here and you're right in it.
Absolutely.
We're halfway through the 4th quarter. Because of all the runs by the Falcons, by the Commanders, this game has gone rapidly in the second half. And look at the dominance. Second and 9, fake to Zacchaeus. Daniels throws. One more time he connects inside the 5-yard line to the 3 with John Bates. Just catch number 8 for the tight end out of Boise State.
You got John Bates sitting in there doing what he always does, just block, right? Then we're going to do all this fancy stuff, and then at the last second, he's going to sneak out that way, and nobody's going to know where he is. They've got all the other stars covered, but because you've got Jaden Daniels going to his right, nobody expects John Bates to be going left and getting the ball.
The down lineman, they brought in an eligible lineman and ball at the 3. Loaded up with all the big folks.
Hey, Navy! 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 Go plug! Go plug! Hey, you got the...
3 tight ends to the right. Daniels inside to the 2. Maybe just inside the 2 as we dive under 6 left in regulation.
Dive under 6, maybe that's why they were calling Navy. Bill Belichick will have that play in no time. But he saw everybody up at the center of the field, and I think that if Jaden had just stayed outside, he had a pretty good chance.
$75 is eligible.
I'm trying to get a reset of the play clock here, but they're not getting it. And they really shouldn't. All they did was bring in an eligible player. So play clock running down. They've already used a timeout here on this drive and delay a game.
Prior to the flag, timeout, Washington.
Okay, well,
their second of a half. 30-second timeout.
Terry McCauley, can I bring you in real quick? Is there any reason if you bring an eligible lineman in, should you get a repump of the play clock for that?
You don't. They've got to get in early enough for the referee to tell the defense that they've got the eligible lineman in, and then make the announcement.
Okay, Terry, thank you.
And they had, look at the number of offensive linemen they've got on this side of the ball. You would have thought the defense would have called timeout on this thing, but they had that covered. And of course, that means, so he probably, Terry Wright would have to be off the ball?
He would, yes.
To make that guy eligible. There are too many rules involved. I can do when there's 3 of them over there, 4 of them. That's you get paid big money for that.
And re-reporting as eligible there after the timeout. So there's no confusion. Same look for the Commanders. 2nd and goal. Give to Robinson inside. He got pulled down. I think that may have been Rook Orororo, 98, in there as one of the players to help make that stop. There he is, Orororo, the rookie out of Clemson.
And not joking, it is.
Rook Orororo.
It's exactly what it is. Thank you very much. And there you go. And on the outside, that was Matthew Judon as well.
So now 3rd and goal. Atlanta desperately trying to hold him to a field goal. Daniels looking for the crosser. It's Zacchaeus! What a night! And a flag is down. Flag is down.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's Sam Cosby for the 2nd time, and both times he's been called.
Same play. Same thing. He's going to push him to the ground. Terry, you take it. I can't say this again.
All right, let's look at the replay,
Right
Chris. Does he tomahawk Chuck, or does he grab his jersey and jerk him down? We'll let everybody decide. I see a jersey grab and a pull down on that one.
There you go.
Absolutely a foul this time.
Once he grabs the jersey, that's a different story.
Correct. That's the 2 difference. We can look at those 2 plays. Perfect compare and contrast.
So it is 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line. 5 in the pattern. Free rusher. End zone shot incomplete. Everything covered by the Falcons. So Washington had to use a couple of timeouts. They had it down there. 2nd and goal at the 1. Get a field goal attempt, and Atlanta, with only 4:35 left in regulation, stays alive here.
And touchdown comes off the board with the hold.
Yeah.
So now you have a chance, right? If you're Atlanta in this situation, they kicked a field goal, you get 4 downs all the way down the field, take it.
And it has gotten breezy. You can see the ribbons at the top moving right to left. Zane Gonzalez, just his 5th game with Washington, from 31. Works the wind, knocks it through to tie this game in a half where Atlanta's only run 9 plays. This is going to be a short returnable kickoff. Avery Williams got through the first line, but gets just over the 30 to the 31-yard line as the rookie out of Washington heads on out. Look at the difference. They just haven't gotten into a rhythm at all because they've been on the field.
Well, and they've been hurting themselves a little bit, but the one thing that we have seen this year out of Jaden Daniels is that in these moments, he's come through, right? So now you've got Michael Penix, and here's his first easy win last week. Now you're on the road. Now you're in the NFL. Now you're in a big situation. Let's see how you do.
Bijan Robinson, quiet in the 2nd half. 2 touchdowns tonight. Robinson's got it, trying to get to the outside. Bonagany chases him. Samer still as well. Gain 7 for Robinson. Markham just shy of the 39-yard line.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of some of the plays that they have for Charlie Warner being a lead blocker. It's a little bit of a change-up off of their outside zone plays. And we also have not seen Kyle Pitts since the first half. Remember, he came out, bang, bang, couple of big plays. Not in there now.
Ball was marked 39, originally moved back to where the ball was when he went out of bounds at the 37. So it does set up 2nd and 5. Mooney in the return motion. And Penix throwing for London, incomplete. Chased across the field by the safety, Quan Martin. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Good coverage by Quan Martin, who has had a nice game out here tonight, both on the deep end of the field. Let's give him credit. This is a tough play out there in the middle of the field. completely one-on-one, and it just good enough to force that throwaway.
Most of these fans have been standing since the middle of the third quarter. Place going nuts right now. Jack Robinson, the play call on the right. Joe Wood Jr., the defensive call on the left. Bringing 4. Penix fires complete. London at midfield. First down for Drake. Atlanta keeps it moving.
And I think this might be what we see, this matchup right there. I would say Michael Davis, if you want to pick out somebody that you want to be able to make a play against, that's probably the weaker of the links. And remember, that route right there, if I'm not mistaken, was the same route on the other side they hit against the Eagles to win that one.
Under 5 minutes, so when he went out of bounds, clock does not restart. 4:08. Ray McLeod moving, flag down. Penix escapes and throws the big hit on the tight end Pitts. The 41-yard line. Let's check the flag. Thrown back by the protection.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Caleb McGarry, the right tackle.
You're going to see another one of the same kind of blocks. Was it a grab of the jersey? Or was it just body weight being able to make the play? There was a slip.
The slip may have influenced the flag, right? Because he's stumbling all around here.
I don't, nothing's being grabbed there. Terry, you agree?
Agree, Chris. He gets on top and he pushes down. That's not a holding foul.
McGarry, whose life changed with the quarterback change, he becomes the blindside protector now for the left-handed quarterback in Penix. First and 20. Penix pumping, now going underneath. Robinson swarmed by a couple of Commanders. 3:45 to go, second down.
That penalty really hurts. You've got 2 timeouts left. You want to stay in the hurry-up mode here, because you never know if you have another big negative play. You may have to punt this ball, but it would be tough to.
Penix look deep, covered, now pumps, now takes off just to midfield. It's a gain of about 4, but looking at maybe 3rd and 10, depending on the spot here, with 3:11 to go. That speed Russian package in for Dan Quinn. Officially 3rd and 11.
A lot of time.
The big tight end who's like a receiver pitch at the bottom of the screen. 3rd and 11. 4 coming. Putting it up for Pitts. Couldn't bring it in. Chance of the big play. Jeremy Chin, the coverage. 4th down. 2:34 to go. I think they're going to go.
Big play by Chin, no question, and saw this a week ago as well. I think this is the mistake, and this is what Penix is going to have to fix. Not that he didn't make a good ball. He did. That ball has to go up in the air. They have Kyle Pitts and Drake London, 2 of the best contested catch guys, and he really has not taken advantage of that yet in his young career.
Have to get to the 39-yard line. 4th down. Penix fires. Caught! London! Spinning away! Inside the 20! Drake London to the 19-yard line. 31 on 4th and 11.
Mike, here is what gets this guy open. Watch London, this little move at the top of the route here. He's going to sell Sandra Still on that one and create that opportunity. That's the same move he used against the Eagles. He's been using it all night to get open one-on-one on the outside. That is a big-time play.
Teams have combined for 4 of 4 on 4th down conversions. Here we go in the red zone. 2:25 left. Tyler Algier is the back. Ray McLeod coming around. McLeod inside the 10, around the 5-yard line. Pulled out of bounds by the safety, Juan Martin. But Atlanta's in business with 2:20 to go.
Little misdirect here as well. A little just jet sweep on the outside. You got your wide receivers out making plays on the edge. Darnell Mooney, not a big guy out there. Who else was that? I think that was Kadero Hodge outside.
Yep.
Man, this is some drive. He's doing exactly what we talked about. Michael Penix.
Algier and Bijan Robinson there. It's Robinson took the direct snap earlier. Again in the Wildcat at the front. Oh, and the snap goes through his hands. The running back's back to get it at the 25. Running for his life, a loss of 22. Jalen Holmes makes the play. They go Wildcat, and they screw it up. Dahlman fires it back.
Bijan Robinson's trying to move to his left. Now the only question is, was there any opportunity to be able to throw that ball? Because he was out of the pocket, would have just had to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is a lefty, by the way. 2nd and goal from the 26-yard line. Penix back in there. They throw left side again. London with the catch. And they'll have 2 shots from about the 13-yard line.
Isn't that unbelievable? We were talking about it. Was there any chance that he was left-handed? If he's right-handed, it would have been a very hard throw to make. But he's left-handed. The ball gets away from him. Now he's moving out of the pocket. He could have just thrown it to the line of scrimmage. Ball back on the 5.
Story in 2023 about him trying to throw at an event. Guy wears Michael Vick's old Atlanta number. 3rd and goal. Penix looking, throwing, end zone over London. And he knows it. And it's down to 4th and goal with $1:23 to go. Look at Raheem Morris almost coaching up his young guy there. Like, you got this.
Oh. And that's probably the NASCAR signal, which means he's got his pass rushers in the game here. But boy, that was an opportunity on that one.
Atlanta needs to win to keep control of the NFC South. Washington's trying to win to get in the playoffs and bring the Rams along with them. 4th and goal. Penix, end zone, touchdown, held on to by Kyle Pitts, who does come up with a big play.
Now, what do you do?
Kicker's coming on to try and tie the game.
Wow, Michael Penix did exactly what Jaden Daniels did last week. Huge game, end of the year. We've been waiting for a breakout moment, right? We've just been waiting for this out of Kyle Pitts, and both those guys got it done at the same time. Maybe it's a start.
Must get us to tie. Riley Patterson in for Younghoe Koo, who's out with an injury. Ties the game. What a time for your first NFL touchdown pass. Michael Penix rockets it in there. Kyle Pitts has got it. 24-all with $1:19 to go. 4th downs on that drive. Bradley Pinion kicking off to Luke McCaffrey and Jeremy McNichols. McCaffrey's going to go 8 deep and take a knee. They'll get it at the 30 and we'll be back. Does Jaden Daniels have one more in a season where he's authored some magic moments this year? Can they get in field goal range? Only need about 35 yards for that. 1 timeout, 79 seconds to go. Daniels stepping up, got away from one. Evan Katie brings him down for the sack at the 29-yard line. Loss of a yard. Clock turns. Atlanta has 2 timeouts. Final minute. Daniels has 5 in the pattern. Across the middle, incomplete. Fans look for the flag. There is none. McLaurin was the intended receiver.
A.J. Terrell's had 1 missed tackle down on the goal line for the touchdown. But other than that, he is solid gold out here tonight. And nobody in the NFL, other than Jamar Chase, had a better year than Terry McLaurin has this season. And he's been doing a job on it.
3rd and 10, 55 seconds left. And Daniels throwing in the middle of the field. It's incomplete. Zacchaeus was coming across, and maybe a finger on the ball with Mike Hughes to knock it away. It's a rapid 3 and out.
Oh, man, Mike Hughes. He has been coming off of an injury. I think he either distracted or got just a fingertip. Nope. Went right through. So what had been pretty much a perfect night for Olamide Zacchaeus, couldn't reel that one in, and now it gets interesting.
Atlanta with 2 timeouts. Tress way to kick. Avery Williams standing back at his own 25. Best kick of the night for Way. It's over 60 yards. Williams back at the 10. Brought down at the 19. Tremendous coverage play by Percy Butler. 40 seconds.
I'll tell you, Mike, it's, I don't want to second guess, but I guess I will be here. I mean, you want the ball in your hands if you're Washington, or at least they're burning timeouts on the other side. 2 timeouts, possession of the ball here on a quick 3 and out. Wasn't good.
40 seconds remaining. Atlanta going with the shotgun. The running backs, Bijan Robinson, and Penix is dropping back and throwing downfield, and a comeback with Mooney at the 45-yard line. He is inbounds. Inbounds, so Atlanta has to take a timeout. And they don't.
And it doesn't matter. They're going after Michael Davis.
21 seconds left. 17 seconds left. Penix again firing to Mooney. Incomplete, trying to come out of his break. And now they're down to 12 seconds. And they probably need about 15 to 20 yards. Again, like the first half, the timeout not taken.
Yeah, and especially when you had the bonus one to play with, right? Be one thing if you'd be down to no timeouts. You've got 2. Plenty of time, though, to work the middle of the field, call the quick timeout. That's probably where I'd be going at this point. Although I will say, nobody's been better in this one than Drake London running those out routes.
Somewhere around 18 yards will give him a realistic shot to Patterson with a kick. And they got to pick it up first. Penix, middle of the field, incomplete, no flag. Receiver down, looking for a call. Now we're down to 7 seconds remaining.
This has got to be really quick. And you have to tell these receivers as well. Catch, down, call timeout.
You see Igbenogany and London, they catch feet. Entangled feet's not pass interference. Again, they only have 7 seconds left. They need to run a route long enough for the first down, get down or out of bounds. 3rd and 10.
And everybody on the field has to call timeout.
And now
Timeout.
Atlanta takes a timeout. Well, in the first half, they let 20 seconds run off the clock. Here, it is 16 seconds from earlier, not using the timeout. It's taken here with 7 left.
Yeah, time management wasn't great on either side. To create the opportunity and then now have the opportunity. Yeah, but all it takes is one little 20-yard completion, get down, call the timeout, but it is tight at 7 seconds.
We'll get into all the tiebreaker scenarios for the playoffs in case this game ends in a tie once we get to overtime. We got those here for you. We'll get them to you if necessary. 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Play killed. Play killed with the offside.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
So the play kill puts the second back on the clock at 7.
But that helps.
Yep.
Because now you're talking about, you know, a 12-yard throw, and if it's a vertical route and not a lot of down and in and running across the field. I think you can hit something quickly here.
You want to try to get in field goal range with this shot? Do you think you can get to the 35 in 6 seconds?
I do.
Okay.
But it's got to be straight down the field. It's got to be somebody like Kyle Pitts or Drake London, take advantage of their size and get down.
3rd and 5. Washington brings heat. Penix steps up, grabs it again, throws incomplete. Flag down. 2 seconds left and a flag down. So what will the call be? And will it be pass interference and down where the infraction happens, which gets close to field goal range? Big conversation here.
It was close. There was clearly a
Pass
foul.
interference. Defense number 24. Ball is placed in the spot of the foul. First down.
And the spot of the foul looks like it's around the 36, which will make the field goal 54 yards. Let's see where they put it down. Here comes Patterson. They see the replay on the screen, and the fans go crazy.
This has been all about going after Michael Davis. It didn't matter where he was on the field or who the receiver was. They were going to go after him. Not here, not here, not here. This is where it's going to happen, right there.
So they mark it at the 38. This is a 56-yard field goal from Riley Patterson. It's his 3rd team this year. In for the Younghoe Koo because of injury, with an opportunity to keep Atlanta in control of its playoff hopes.
Looks like the wind has settled.
There is Younghoe Koo, who's been the man who's hit a lot of big pressure kicks for Atlanta. At the back end of his range would be a career best for 56 for the win. Riley Patterson has it on the way. It's online. Is it long enough? No! Short! And the game goes on!
Dead straight. Just didn't have enough.
We're so used to watching the Brandon Aubreys of the world hit the middle of the upright from 61 today. Patterson, as I said, his 5th team, his 3rd team this year. He's kicked a game for the Jets, a game for Cleveland. This is 2nd game for the Falcons. Raheem Morris didn't have the guy who could get it all the way there. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders still have a chance to go to bed tonight in the playoffs, as this Washington team had a big 3rd quarter. Point toss time.
To get the ball. Unless there's a touchdown or a safety scored, that'll end the game. Each team's going to get 2 timeouts. 4th quarter timing rules apply. There's no coaches' challenges. All the replays come from upstairs. Atlanta, you're the visitor. What's your call?
Heads.
Heads. Heads is called. Heads is called. It's a tail. You win. You want the ball which way? Which way you want to kick? Flip around.
So the Commanders will have the ball. If it ends in a tie, Washington clinches a playoff spot. Overtime begins with a pinion touchback, and Washington will get it at the 30-yard line. So we go to overtime. Washington scores a touchdown on this drive. They are in the playoffs. So too are the Rams. If they don't score a touchdown on this drive, next score wins. We get to a tie situation. Atlanta loses control of the South. Washington and the Rams get in the playoffs. Jaden Daniels begins from the 30-yard line. Movement, back him up 5.
Ball start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Here's the with a tie scenarios as we go through this overtime. If we go all 10 minutes, there's the Commanders clinching. The Falcons lose control of the South. The Bucs would clinch next week. They play New Orleans. And the Rams' strength of victory. Remember, the number was 3.5 in terms of wins. Well, that's the 0.5. They would get a tie. That would be enough that they would clinch strength of victory over Seattle. Daniels taking off, running for about 6 or 7 yards. They'll mark him at the 32-yard line. On first down, a good pickup, gets rid of the penalty yardage.
Well, the one thing you know, Jaden Daniels certainly knows how to deal with pressure. He's been doing it all season long. And I thought the final drive that he put together against the Eagles last week was as impressive as anything I've seen from a young quarterback in a while.
Especially for a guy who had turned it over 5 times in the game.
And threw an interception, a bad one, right before that drive.
2 backs in there. McNichols is the motion man. Daniels throws middle, first down. Caught at the 41-yard line. So Zach Ertz has got his 4th catch of the night.
Sometimes it's just so nice to have those old heads in there. You know, guys, you just know he's made that play in the Super Bowl. He's made catches like that in clutch moments, and those are the guys you go to here.
768 catches in his terrific career.
55, 55.
42-yard line. Daniels pulls it, takes it, jukes, gets 7 to the 49-yard line before Nate Landman brings him down.
As a defense, you are trying to squeeze the runner in. Watch them squeeze the box in here on Jaden Daniels, and he still got through it. Right? That's perfect defense. And he still picks up 6.
It's Washington's first overtime game of the year. 2 for Atlanta. They beat Tampa dramatic fashion early in the season. Kirk Cousins was as sharp as ever in that game. Inside give to Brian Robinson. Not going anywhere. Grady Jarrett's big arms waiting to throw him down. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this is the big play here for sure. Boy, everybody's going to have some real decisions depending on what happens here. You get it down to 4th and 1, what do you do? But you also have a chance now, if you're Atlanta, to try and bring some of that pressure that's been working so well. Caden Ellis at the top of your screen into the line of scrimmage.
McCaffrey in motion, 3rd and 2. Here's Jarrett on a jailbreak. Daniels outruns them all. Got the first down. Still going. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 16. The great eraser. The quarterback's ability to take off.
But Grady Jarrett, no chance. And then you got Matthew Judon, no chance. And those are some of the really good players in the league.
And this is a big pressure moment. He looks like he's just practiced. Huh? Just step out over here, man.
It's a glide. It's not a run. It's not moves. It's a glide.
Most in this rookie season, under 15 yards in the game. Punishing Chris Rodriguez is back in the game as a running back. Daniels inside throw in tight space for Ertz. He's got it at the 30-yard line. Terry McLaurin told us one thing in the maturation process. Daniels knows the spots where he's got to throw the ball so it's safe. And he had Ertz down low.
But it's so frustrating when the quarterback takes off. I think that was a catch.
His wife, Julie Ertz, the great soccer player, be very proud of that. Controlling the ball with the knee and the leg.
That was close.
Able to keep it in there. Well done. 2nd and 6 from the 30. Daniels looking left. That's Rodriguez on the backfield. First down. Top to the 20-yard line. Chris Rodriguez, who's given them a lot here tonight in this 2nd half. Commanders have it in the red zone.
Mike, this looks a whole lot like Philadelphia, doesn't it? I mean, it was just this. A couple of runs, a couple of bing, bing, bing. Down the field, short, accurate throws. Nothing looked too hard. And then he threw a touchdown pass to win it.
They have not been to the playoffs since 2020. That year they were under 500, but division champs. Here trying to get an 11th win and return to the postseason. Brian Robinson inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Jesse Bates with the tackle. Tired defense for Atlanta. They face 73 plays here tonight.
A lot of that misdirection, a lot of that pulling of offensive linemen opposite of the way you're going to go with the RPO.
Chris, again, Washington doing this with their backup center, their backup right tackle, 2 offensive linemen injured here tonight. 2nd and 6. Design run. Daniels cuts it up. Got the first down. It's 1st and goal, Washington. Just inside the 8-yard line. They won the toss, and Atlanta may never touch it.
Again, pulling the two linemen out in front, but really, Jaden Daniels didn't use either one of them. This game is on him, and that's what he was doing. What did Dan Quinn say? The biggest pressure moment I saw him in early in the year. And I look over at him, and he's got this huge smile on his face like he can't wait. Same look.
All the way down to 4:20 to go here in overtime. Daniels again running, this time to the left. The entire Falcon team said enough of this. He offered over to make the stop.
Well, and I'm going to disagree with that style of play. As the quarterback, there's no reason for you to tuck the ball away. You want the defensive backs to have to back up into the end zone. You don't want to block those guys, make them back up, and as a quarterback, all you have to do is hold the ball up in the passing position.
Lots of exchanging of personnel here for Washington, and this clock is tumbling down fast here in overtime. Rodriguez the back. Playoff just in time. Daniels pumping, looking to take off. Daniels on the run at the 5. Stiff arm. Daniels down at the 2. Justin Simmons the tackle. 3rd and goal. 3:20 left. He's got a timeout. You can take it because you get 2 here in overtime. You want to get organized and let him catch his breath? You can use one.
I don't have any more words. Whirling dervish is maybe all I got left. There he is, and it looked like he was going to score, but great job by Simmons to come over and make that block to give the Falcons a chance.
Great timeout here. Dan Quinn's going to the clock run down. Jaden Daniels is just catching his breath here. He's going to get this timeout. With 2:45 to go. Because again, if this game does end up in a tie, Washington gets in the playoffs. So just kind of playing it out. Timeout, 2:45 to go.
You talk about resume builders. He goes into Philadelphia last drive and has a perfect drive there. And then we're to come back in this one against Atlanta and put win number 11 on the board. What can't he do? It is a long couple of yards, though.
Washington not only trying to find their way in the playoffs, but if they win and the Rams get in as well, it gives Washington control for the 6th seed if they win next week.
Mike, what you have here is your best two-point play. Whatever that is, you've practiced this all year.
3rd and goal from the 2. It is Jaden Daniels, end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Zach Ertz takes Washington into the playoffs. Hang on a minute, they got to look at it. Hang on a minute, they're going to look at it. Just to confirm it first. Did it hit the ground? Let's look.
The touchdown is confirmed. The game is over.
He's got it. And you've got Washington and the Rams in the playoffs. Jaden Daniels has done it again.